Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your monthly tarot reading. This is going to be a reading for the people born under the Lover's card and the Devil's card, and if you do not know what your tarot birth card is, there will be a link in the description box below so that you can find out what it is and come back to the appropriate reading. I'm going to be using the Really Badly Drawn Tarot by Friend 1. I have reviewed this very fun deck on my channel. There'll also be a link in the description box below if you would like to check it out and maybe get it for yourself. So as always, I have split my deck into 3 piles for the monthly reading, and if you would like to connect to the energy of my deck, now is the time to take a couple of deep breaths as I shuffle the cards. So I hope you've had a good month so far. I know there's only just going to be a couple of days, but still I hope they've been good for you. Let's see what we have. So what is the main energy for the month of May for my Aquarians born under the Lover's card and the Devil's cards, please? So your main energy is the Death card, and I will obviously go through the meaning of all of the cards when they are all out. How are they advised to show up, please, to maximize the energy? And you're advised to embody the qualities of the King of Wands. Some seriously bossing up energy for the month. What do they need to hear for their highest good for the month of May, please? Alright, so we have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, wow, that's a big jump, and the Two of Cups, okay, Eight of Cups, let me move it up a bit, Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying the whole situation for the month that you may or may not be aware of, we have the Five of Swords. So let's talk about this. The fives represent a disturbing or disruptive energy, if you will. Swords is to do with the mental realm. So the Five of Swords talks about some kind of a breakthrough. Now obviously it depends on what side you're looking at the coin, really, because you could be the person walking away feeling defeated, or you could be the person feeling victorious, because the Five of Swords, because it's to do with the mental realm and the way we analyze things and our thoughts, is to do with a mental breakthrough. So it's thinking out of the box and doing something different that some people may not approve of. It's doing things in an unorthodox way, if you will, in order to move forward. So obviously take what resonates. You are all here for different reasons. You may be the person who decides to look after themselves because they know they have to, and after all everybody has, you know, their own opinion on things, like it's like the belly button, we all have one. Or it may be somebody who's just looking after number one and who doesn't have your best interest at heart, so that is, you know, dependent on your circumstances. But I can see that with the Death card as your main energy, there is the end of a cycle, a cleansing coming for you, because death is a purifying energy. This is the end of something, and it had to happen. It is inevitable. Something was not serving you, or something was it could be toxic, obviously, or it could be something that's preventing you from reaching your full potential, from being on the right path, on your life path, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But it's happening for you, not to you. And I really want to stress this, because you always see the sun rising in the background. It's the necessary death of something, so that something better can then emerge from that. It's like the phoenix rising, if you will. You know, the phoenix burns and then an even nicer bird comes out of the ashes. That's the idea of the death card. So whether you are the person transforming and doing things your way in order to look after yourself, or whether you are the person who has been wronged, it happened so that you could get something better in your life. And your guides are advising you to embody the energy of the King of Wands to maximize the energy of the Death card this month. Now, the kings represent the yang energy in the tarot, so as the Queen would represent a more passive attitude, the kings are action takers. They have knowledge, mastery and expertise of their suits, and the Wands is the fire element. This is what represents your deepest desires, your passion, and also your drive, your willpower. So the King of Wands is a go-getter, and obviously no genders attached. We're talking about the energy we all have, yin and yang energy within ourselves. So this King of Wands being here is telling me that you're being advised to take things in your own hands. Okay, this is somebody who's going to take calculated risks. This is someone who has the benefit of experience, as opposed to the Knight of Wands who would just go for it and not think about the consequences. This king knows, so therefore he draws on his experience and goes for it, basically. This is not somebody who's shy, this is not somebody who's going to be afraid of making a mistake, because they've grown that confidence within themselves. And they know they've got it, basically. They are unafraid, and that's the energy that you are advised to embody. And also, and I can't stress this enough, I'm getting the message very strongly today with this card, of taking the lead, taking action, because it's a king. Now, again, you're sovereign of your life. You know, you do you, but I'm just telling you the messages I'm getting right now. Because you're turning your back, or you've just turned your back, or you're about to, this is the near past-ish kind of thing, on something that was new. The ace represents the beginning of something, and it holds the potential of the suit. Cups is to do with your emotions and your feelings. It's the water element, and we do have 4 cups out of 6, which is a lot, and then pentacles. And all I see when I look at the spread is how everything is to do with emotions, your emotions and feelings, but how it's being grounded, if you want, by those pentacles, which are earth energy and very, very practical. So life, everyday life type of thing. So the Ace of Cups represents a brand new beginning of some kind. This cup represents your heart, and the water is the emotional fulfillment you can get into it. So the Ace of Cups has the potential of really making you happy. So it could be a brand new romantic relationship, obviously. It could be the birth of a child. It could be getting the job of your dream, because that's what would make you happy. It could be, you know, starting a new business, starting a new hobby, whatever this was. It could even be having been renewed in a relationship. In other words, maybe you split up with somebody and you gave it a go a second time because they apologized, or for whatever reason, take what resonates. But it's not working out, or it didn't work out, because we have the Eight of Cups here. Now, the Eight of Cups is a very empowering card, but it's also a uncomfortable energy. And the reason why I'm saying this is because with the Eight of Cups, you're looking at a situation and you're saying, do you know what? This is not good enough. I deserve better. I am worth more than that. Or this no longer serves me. I'm done with this. And so you turn to go to your Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. But it's never easy to turn your back on something. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. When we have to turn our back on something to end something, like with the Death card, to go through that purifying period, it's difficult for us, because humans are programmed to be creatures of habit. So it's never an easy step, but it's important to remember the empowerment of it and understanding we're doing it for ourselves. It's better for us, and that's why we do it. because we've got this Ten of Cups, which obviously is the end of this suit, which represents the happy ever after, you know, happiness, grateful, knowing that you've got it all, you know, happy life. With this of Pentacles, sorry, and the 5 is a disturbance. It's disruptive. With the Earth energy, this is a change in the physical realm. So this is a change in your family life, or a change in your career, or a change in your financial circumstances. And so I can see that something's happening, and that's kind of rock the boat, if you see what I mean, because it's, you know, this is what I always say, when a change comes along, you either embrace it, you embody this King of Wands energy, and you go, do you know what, I'll be fine, I've got this is alright, not what I expected, but this is okay. Or you resist it, and when you resist it, the change becomes a challenge, and you kind of lose your power. So it's very important to be this King of Wands energy and just go, okay, fine, there's a change in what I thought my circumstances would be or should be, and that's okay. Because after that, you've got the beautiful energy of the Two of Cups. Now the twos represent duality, polarity, excuse me, crossroads, but also partnerships. And because this is the emotional realm, the water energy, here we're talking about a very important and significant relationship coming your way. So this could be your soulmate, no questions about that. This could be your soulmate entering your life, which is why you have to turn your back on something else, something you were in previously. And if it's not you who chose to walk away, as a Five of Swords, if you're not the person with the smile on the card, if something happened and, you know, really that person wasn't who you believed they were, and they've done something untoward, or they just looked after number one and they hurt you, this happening is what's triggering obviously the change in your circumstances, and is what's going to bring about this brand new person, soulmate, someone who's going to be very significant in your life. If you're not here for romance, this could be someone who can help you in your career, a significant co-worker, like a manager, who you're going to work really well with, and they're going to help you with your career. It could also be a significant business partner, someone who says, hey, you know what, let's go in business together, I'll help you, I believe in what you're doing. So obviously take what resonates, because what's very important to note here is that it is supported by the Three of Pentacles. Now 3 is the energy of growth, expansion, which I really like, because it means things move. It means you're turning your back on the problem, the disruption, because you've embraced the energy of the King of Wands and you're going for it. And the Three of Pentacles in work, for instance, may represent your co-workers, your managers, realizing that you have potential and entering into a partnership with you to raise your profile in your company. Or this could be somebody noticing your good work and wanting to go into business with you. If it is to do with romance, this is working together to grow this relationship, which obviously is just budding for the time being. I have to say this, it's a special message for someone, because it's really not what I was feeling initially, but someone needs to hear this. It may well be that you were about to turn your back on a relationship because there's been some challenges in the daily life with this Five of Pentacles, you know, like it's kind of darkened the sky of your happiness in your relationship. But this person decided to maybe offer to commit deeper with you and say, you know, let's work on it. And, you know, obviously it's up to you to accept or not accept. It may well be you who decide as well to work on it, if you see what I mean, as the King of Wands. So obviously that's a message for someone out there. That's not the main message, but I just wanted to get it out because it was ringing in my head, so I had to say this to you. So yeah, I can see that the month of May is going to be a month of changes and transformation for you, but all for the best. It really looks up. So please do not worry about this. This is very positive, and I can see that you're going to have someone very significant entering your life, or maybe a bigger commitment coming from someone you already know and are with, and that things are going to work out fine, as long as you embody, the energy of the King of Wands. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm truly humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a fabulous month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.